Ukivuka umwaka nilikuwa nimejipanga.
Hello my viewers, favor dear, you are most welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe. Now the people you've seen before, my greetings. That is Diamond, Willy Paul and Mijako. Did you say that is Diamond's manager? I'm not sure. I didn't know him before yesterday. Now, this day was just browsing on YouTube, and I saw this story trending everywhere on X, on TikTok, on YouTube, and it was said that there was this concert whereby secular musicians were supposed to present, and now the beef of contention, or the bone of contention, was between Diamond and Willy Paul. It is said that according to the program, Willy Paul was supposed to present before Diamond, but again, it is said Diamond wanted to present before Willy Paul, and so Willy Paul realized that he decided to force himself into the stage. And when Diamond saw that, he decided to leave. He never presented himself on the stage. And now from there, Willy Paul said that he was beaten. Anyway, there are evidences of that, and most of the things are just here on social media. They're not perfect. Now, for some of us who are born again or spiritual, we say life is spiritual, because I saw they said is known as Mijako. The people, some are saying that he is Diamond's manager. Trust me, I didn't know him. I don't know these things, but sometimes it is good to know current news. So I saw him telling Willy Paul, because according to that video you've just seen, he's telling Willy Paul, if you are going to cross this here, I am not Mijako. And he's saying, let me go and watch over the lions. And now Willy Paul is saying that waganga wenye hawezi niua, meaning that your witches cannot kill me. And now the third person to come also is Mijako, saying that
Nimeshawapigia wazee kutoka Kigoma, nimwambia wamsame. Wazee nimewapigia wamsame, na kweli tutamsame, lakini naomba kitu kimoja, wewe Willy Paul, Pose, hakikisha unaomba radhi kwa Watanzania, hakikisha unamuomba radhi Mwambino, hakikisha unamuomba radhi Vanny Boy. Ukishaomba radhi hao, basi mwaka 2025 utauona vizuri mwaka.
Now, most of us know that for someone to live or to die, it depends on God. But again, there are other principalities or other things that came about on earth, and someone can just manipulate your death. And this is what is being said here. And if you ask me, I've seen Willy Paul also say that you cannot kill me and all that. Now, there's a time I was talking here about secular music or movies and so forth. Some of these people you see, some of them, I'm not, now let me just say in general, because I don't want to victimize I don't want anyone to victimize me, but I'm just saying, because you had these things, and for your maybe better evaluation, you can go and watch Erika Mkisa's video and many other people who were in that dark world and they got born again. They'll always tell you that life is spiritual. I had a pastor friend who was now a church, but most of the members of his church came to his church because one of there was this Babalao whose wife was a Christian, and she used to hide herself to come to church. And some things happened, and there were two Babalaos who threatened each other, and one died like in the morning, another one in the evening. We shall see whether if I'm not this and this, you are going to see. And then another one said, if I'm not this and this, you are going to see. And then they went and did their own magic, and they both died different duration of hours. Now, that one aside, what I'm trying to say is that if you ask me, Willy Paul began as a gospel musician. You know, I'm not saying that gospel music is very, very, very clean. No, there are those ones who are also doing it, and they have also sold their soul, or they're getting their whatever they know. But it is my concern. You can say I'm struggling to say this. I'm this because I don't know whether you're going to understand. The problem is misunderstanding me, but I want you to understand that life is spiritual. Do not take any threat lightly. And as I keep on saying here, the Bible says, if it is possible, live peacefully with each and everyone. One of my youth teachers told us that when someone can push you to the limits, it can be even in the church, in the neighborhood, in the place of work, at the marketplace. Someone just is pushing you. They're doing some things against you, and they want you to react. They want you to exchange words with them. Because maybe there's some of this magic they cannot hold on you, and you don't have anything against them. So people will want to push you so that they may get a holding of you, so that, they say a curse without a cause cannot rest. That's why even when Balak told Balaam to go and curse the Israelites, it was very hard for him to curse them. So what happened? When you go in the book of Revelation, let me show you. Revelation chapter 2 verse 14. In the Old Testament, we saw the place whereby Israelites were Balak had employed Balaam. Balaam was a prophet to curse children of Israel when they are coming from Egypt to Israel, to the promised land. But he tried from whichever angles, but it was very hard because they were blameless. But now in the book of, we remember in the Bible, there's this place whereby many thousands, 20 something thousands of children of Israel died the same day because of idol worshipping and fornication. And we saw Eliezer, when Eliezer, when Moses was still holding the camp and the meeting, there's this young man who came with another wife, a Moabite wife, lady. And then when they entered the tent, Eliezer decided to kill them. And that's when the wrath of God was lifted. You can go and read from the Bible. Now, in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 14, the Bible says, I just read from verse 14b. There are some among you who hold the teachings of Balaam, who taught Balak to entice Israelites to sin, so that they ate food sacrificed to idols and committed sexual immorality. Likewise, you also, now that one aside. You see, people wondered, why is it that these people it was very hard for them to be cast? But then from the book of Revelation, we discover that they were blameless. So Balaam had to tell Balak, these people, they cannot be cast. Entice them to sin. Entice them to do what? To commit sexual immorality, to worship idols, to just do evil against God, because God hates sins. When God leaves them, then you can be able to destroy them. And so even today, that those people want to you, they look for you whichever places, they will not find you. But now they'll be advised to come and just be petty around you. If you're wise, just laugh and go away. If they want a fight or a quarrel, just shut your mouth and let God keep on fighting for you. This is something I was taught by my youth teacher, and even my dad kept on telling us, do not involve yourself in quarrels anyhowly, because some of them, it is just a setup for you to fall. And so to Willy Paul, maybe he has also gone to look for his own babalao. Who knows? These musicians, you cannot trust them. But if he's just saying this, that wasn't who are, and you are saying that, and you are not holding on God, God is not covering you. Who is covering you? Unless you also have your own babalao. But for us who are trusting in God, he is our Alpha and the Omega. There's no one you can go for help other than God. That's why it is very much important. If you know Willy Paul personally, tell him to apologize. Now remember Jacob said that he has talked to Babalaho, those wazes. We know the wazes are those witches and sorcerers. Some of these people, even before they come to that concert, they were told you are supposed to present before this one. If they present before you, don't. These people don't. It is not coincidence, my people. Life is very spiritual. You must present before this. You must not present